Hey there. The reason why atheism is a hindrance to science is because of our worldviews. The reason why atheism is a hindrance to science is because a Christian will look at the world and think it was designed by God, and there's a purpose and there's a reason for everything. It's not just random willy-nilly, a random complex chemical goo that happened by chance for no reason at all. A Christian scientist will look at the world and think everything has a purpose, everything is designed. What is the function of this? What function does it serve? What's its purpose? And we assume that it has a purpose because God created everything. Because of this, and because that's true, because God did make everything, this gives Christians like an edge on science. When atheists, their worldview is the world was not designed. The universe and everything was not created with a purpose in mind. So if they come across something they don't understand, it may very well be that the thing they don't understand maybe doesn't have a purpose. Maybe it has no intended function because there's no intended purpose of the universe. There's no intended purpose for life. This is why atheism is an actual hindrance to science, and this is why atheists will look at vestigial structures as evidence for evolution. The fact that vestigial structures even exist, even the thought of them even existing, is contradictory and a hindrance to actual real science. Because the more science progresses, the more we learn, the more we figure out, oh, these weren't vestigial at all. These actually had a purpose. We just didn't know what they were yet. But under atheism, they think the universe doesn't have a purpose. They're as far as they're concerned, this item or this organ or this plant, animal, whatever, there might not be an actual function for it because they believe the universe doesn't have a function. Like, it wasn't created for a purpose. It just kind of happened. Whereas a Christian will look at the world and say, no, God made it. There's a purpose for everything. And even if we don't know what it is, we know there has to be one because it was made by God. So that's why atheism is a hindrance to science, because your worldview is wrong. You're starting from a position of, well, if we don't know what it is, maybe it's because there is no answer to begin with. Where the Christian will look at it and be like, well, we don't know what it is, but we know it has to be an answer because God made it. So that's why atheism is a hindrance to science. And also why it was a bunch of Christians that started all the branches of science. It was either a Christian or a theist that started like all the branches of science. Because, yeah, atheism is a total hindrance to science, and so does evolution. It's a total hindrance. That's all I want to say in this video. Red Pen Logic, I've watched a video on him. Red Pen Logic, he made a video on scientists, I don't even know what is it called. Very quickly. Scientist denies how science really started. And he basically goes and says, an atheist claim that Christians are unscientific and the Bible is unscientific. And he basically goes in and says that no, all the modern branches of science were founded by Christians. And yeah, it's true. And that's why atheism is a hindrance to science. They won't admit it, but, it is what it is. Thank you. That's all I want to say. Thank you, guys. I love you. God bless you. Bye.